Gross and Playfair. They were convinced that something was going on. However, other members of the SPR, they weren't convinced of this. Like, they didn't believe that this stuff was real. There was Anita Gregory, a lecturer in psychology. She was actually speculating that the presence of Gross and Playfair and the media was actually contributing to the situation and making it more blown up and maybe making the girls do more or whatever to make the event bigger than it was. Additionally, I found some articles saying that Playfair was kind of pulling back at a certain point and saying, okay, this is getting a little bit outlandish. But Gross was fully in. Maurice Gross, and here's the thing about him. He joined the SPR recently before getting into this case because his daughter just died. And his daughter's name, Janet. The girl in this haunting is Janet. And he seemed to be very hyper-focused on this case. And if you watch some of his interviews that he gives about this case and the way he talks, like, he seems so invested. And it seems like this might be coming from a point of grief. Like, it seems like this case lands in his lap after joining Society for Psychical Research when he's trying to find a way to talk to his daughter in the afterlife. This case shows up. The girl's name is Janet. His daughter's name is Janet. He's just like, oh, this is kismet, and I'm fully invested. And there is something to be said about someone who's this invested in something, especially when they're going through grief. Grief makes us act different and makes our emotions just on a whole different level. And I know I've been through a ton of really intense grief, and I can imagine, like, it would probably make me do weird things and be convinced of things too if I was going through a big loss that I hadn't gotten over yet. A lot of people felt like he was kind of treating Janet like a surrogate daughter through the whole thing too, like he was overly attached to the girls. But I mean, the good thing about this is they did kind of like make the Warrens back off and make sure that the Warrens didn't milk them for a bunch of money, even though in the end they did. It just took a number of years later for the movie to come out.